Here we have the bread making ingredients in the machine itself. I'm using a Tower bread maker with the controls on the front. It has 10 programs, or sorry, 12 programs actually. I only use the basic bread making one usually. There's your mixing bowl with the paddle at the bottom. That just twists out. And then we just start adding the ingredients as the recipe. Today I'm going to be making the middle one, the 1.5 pound loaf. Okay. So here I have my 240 mils of water. Whoops a daisy. 240 mils of water in your measuring cup. Yeah, the recipe calls for 3 tablespoonfuls of powdered milk, but what I do, I use real milk, whole milk I use. It kind of makes the texture better. 2 tablespoonfuls of butter, which I have added. We have half a teaspoon of salt. Well, this is a teaspoon, so half of that. It's asking for 2 teaspoonfuls of sugar. Well, I use 2 of these, but in sweetener, because I don't like it sweet. And now for the flour. It says 400 grams of flour for a 1.5 pound loaf. So what I use today, I'm using the Allison's bread flour, and I've got my skills ready. I've put the unit on, turn it on, and it's 0 already. So I can add my 400 grams. So there we have 400 grams of flour. Okay. Then yeast wise, you add half a teaspoonful, but these are sachets in the correct amount, so I just add 1 sachet. So here's the sachet, it's been added now. It's Morrison's own make. It's fast acting yeast. There's all the ingredients now in the mixer, so all you do now is add it to your pan. Okay, the recipe calls a little tip. I put this little sticker on here so nobody switches off the plug, because once it's done you'll have to throw the whole lot. If it's you know, if you get a power cut, then it's a bit of a pain. But anyway, program 1, which is what we're after, is 3 hours, and here you got light, medium or dark. Well, I usually put it onto dark, and we're going for the big loaf, which is a 1,000 gram loaf, 700 and 1,000. So I'll leave that on that setting. Just push the start button, and it's 3 hours. So what it'll do, it'll knead it, make the bread rise, bake it, and then go through a warming process. So you can look, it does it with the whole action. It mixes, kneads, lets it rise with a warm pan, then cooks the loaf. So I'll come back in 3 hours and show you the finished deal. Love it. All done, just a case of lifting it out now and getting it out the tin. Gotta tip it out, put it on the cooling rack. Yeah, sometimes the little paddle stays in the bread, but in this case it's come out, so I think it's just cooked perfectly. But there's a little tool that pulls it out anyway. There you have it, 1 loaf of bread. I'll let it cool down a bit, I'll cut a slice and show you the inside. It's beautiful. Yeah, I just cut it open, it's really hot, so let that cool down a bit. I'll butter it a bit later. It's going to taste lovely, it smells delicious.